What is going on, all of you beautiful gamers out there? My name is DreWooo. Most people call me D, and today, mixing it up a little bit here again, we got a class setup discussion tip video. And usually I like to mix it up, but this gen, oh, get the connection timeout. Wow, I'm just sitting there for like 2 minutes. Anyway, I like to mix it up. I don't generally use the carbine or the car SMG, but this gen, that's basically all I've been using because I wanted to play better. I've been playing with some friends trying to win more, so I've been using the better guns. But we'll get into some classes that don't necessarily use them 100% of the time, and they're just for fun, but you can still play well with them if you play them right. The first one here is for hardpoint domination. I like to use this class a lot. Generally, I would switch out the lead wall attachment with high capacity drum, but since I haven't used shotgun that much, I don't have it. I think a high capacity drum is probably the best attachment. You can just dump shells, but lead wall is good for farming minions, I guess, if you're playing attrition. But this is for hardpoint domination. I like to use active radar pulse so I can pop that on right before I go into an objective and see where the enemies are, run up there, murk them out, throw some arc grenades, and it's just lovely. I don't know why this running gun kit is on there. Usually I'll use the quick reload on the shotgun just to get more shots off a little faster. And then with the other tier 2 kit, I like to use warp fall transmitter, get my Titan down, use that to drop it on other Titans, on other players, on other minions, like a little mini game to myself, I guess. And then from there, once you have your primary, your tactical ability, ordnance, kits, it's kind of personal preference really with how you want to use your anti-Titan weapon and your sidearm. Me personally, I think the Meg Launcher is the best anti-Titan weapon just because you don't have to aim it really. You just pop shots down there and it goes in, finds them, and does the work for you really. I think the Sidewinder is also really good. I use all of them. I really just mix it up just to keep it fresh, but Mag Launcher is probably my go-to one. As you can see, it is on every class there. And for the sidearm, I think the Wingman's probably the better pistol. A little harder to aim with, but I mean, 2 shots no matter what kills them, and it is just deadly strong. But I've been recently using the Hammond to mix it up. I don't like to use the same weapon over and over and over. I usually use the auto pistol because it's just easy mode. You just point and shoot, but so I'll use that. Accidentally hit right trigger. None of my friends want to play right now. And then that's what I'll use for hardpoint domination for the most part. That's just a class tactic. You've seen me use it in a couple live comms. I think it works really well. Pilot loadouts, we're good. And then the next one here is more for attrition. I don't really play Pilot Hunter too much, but that's just because I don't play attrition or Pilot Hunter too much. I'll mainly just play attrition to go get a live comm. But this class could work the same with that. I like to use the car SMGs. It is my favorite gun in the game. I'm more of an SMG player. And with the car SMG, the HCOG, just to put it on there. Now I don't have extended mag. That's also a good choice, but I think counterweight is the better choice. Basically just get steady aim and mow people down, especially when you combine that with the running gun kit. You don't need to do anything. You just point and shoot and keep on running, get to the next objective, get to the next player, and it's pretty easy mode. I like to use stim since I am using this as more of a running gun class and just going to farm minions. You can get your health back, get to places quicker, and it's just beautiful. I think arc mines are really good for when you're farming minions. I think arc mines are probably the better ordnance because you can blind a Titan and damage its shields a lot. They explode right away, and they're just they'll blind your other pilots. Satchel charge is good. They're really, really powerful, but sometimes you can get caught throwing them out, so then you have to waste a kit spot on Dead Man's Trigger. So arc grenades are my preferred go-to choice when it comes to throwing them at grunts, farming some minions, and that's why you have minion detector on. Since you will be playing attrition, don't even worry about a pilot. Just go around and just destroy the minions. I've had games where I don't kill a single pilot, and I lead the leaderboard in attrition points. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And Then once again, after you have those set up, your anti-titan weapon and your sidearm are pretty much up to choice. I think I'll actually switch my anti-titan weapon to the sidewinder for no reason. I just like the sidewinder, really. Then this class here was more of like my CTF kit, something I like to use to run around and cap flags and also kill people with, kind of like a do-it-all type class. And when I use this class, I actually like to put on the satchel charge just because it does more damage. I find you can get a lot more kills with it now. Um, and since it is the class that you want to do well with, on here I have the carbine. Using the HCOG, I generally like to use the hollow sight more. I don't know if there's a big difference between them, but for me it works better. You can see your ammunition. I like the reticle better, so on and so forth. And I like to use extended mag just because since I don't need to be sneaky with a suppressor, I'm out there trying to kill and cap flags. Don't need to take the damage off. Give me more bullets so I can put more bullets into more people, and we can just do that. Then minion detector, I don't generally use minion detector. That would go to Dead Man's Trigger. And since I'm throwing the satchel charges out and that enhanced parkour kit, so I can run better flag routes, get from one place to another faster, better, hang on a wall, juke a guy out. It's a lot of fun. Man, I keep hitting buttons on accident. Look at me go. Look at me go. Anyway, then on here I'll use the auto pistol so I don't have to keep clicking a trigger. Just get it easy mode, get the kill, keep running, get the flag, all that kind of good stuff. And the mag launcher because it is my favorite. Wow, I just need to stop hitting my controller. My favorite anti-titan weapon. And then on the next class, this is more of my just kill everything. I'll use it for any type of situation. As you can see right now, I don't have any attachments for this gun, but I actually really like the G2A4. Generally speaking, I would go hollow sight and then put on the extended mag. Match trigger, I really like match trigger, but taking away 6 on the magazine capacity turns this gun into, if you miss, you're gonna die because then you have to reload and it will not work out well for you. I used to use match trigger religiously and I've stepped away from it. Extended mag is definitely the way to go in my opinion. Suppressor is also good, but just the damage, you need to get the damage from this gun. It is probably what's best. So you want to go whatever sight fancies you or you fancy, and then I recommend extended mag. On here I plan on doing a lot of killing myself, so I put on the guardianship and let my Titan roam around, do its own thing, and I put on power cell to just repeatedly cloak, so I can cloak, get a kill, cloak, get a kill, cloak, get a kill, and just kill, kill, kill. Do what I can there. I use arc grenades on this one as well, but I also on these ones, ooh man, like to use just plain frag grenades. They do a good amount of damage. You can chuck them halfway across the map. So I will go frag grenades on a class where I'm just mainly trying to just kill things, and the wingman, since it does a crazy amount of damage. This would be the class that I would use in a slayer role, not really trying to play the objective, just trying to kill as many things as possible. And we'll get into the Titan loadouts as well that I like to use to accompany these classes. And then on the last one, this is a mess around class. I really like the longbow actually, so I like to use it a lot. And then with that, I'll use ACOG for faster ADS. You don't get your peripherals cut out as much. And extended mag. I think stabilizer is good if you're using a scope, but it doesn't really help much on the ACOG. So extended mag, spam the bullets, get a kill. I use stim so I can get away, get my health back up, and whenever I use like a shotgun or a sniper, I really like to use the quick reload. And for the warp fall transmitter or minion detector, mainly my go-to tier 2 kits. I don't use guardianship a lot, don't really use ice pick a lot, so those are like my main two that I think work for you, but they all work depending on a certain play style. And I'll use arc grenade so I can blind somebody, pop a stim, get out or get the kill, either one. And the auto pistol for when I get rushed. You can just spray them down, auto pistol, easy mode, and that's that. Getting into the Titans, this is the one I'll use for CTF the most, because I really Strider's my favorite Titan chassis. I don't really like the Ogre that much. I feel like I'm just stuck there and I get melted just as quick as I would if somebody ganged up on me and I'm in a Strider as if I wasn't an Ogre. I think it makes no difference. Now, when it comes to Titan loadouts, I will say this: I live and die by electric smoke. I think it is the best tactical ability. If you're getting rodeoed, you pop the smoke. If somebody's locked onto you, you pop a smoke, get out of there. You want to help a teammate cap a flag, pop a smoke, and if you get the cover, it's so versatile, so useful. It does a crazy amount of damage too if you trap them in there. And I think the electric smoke cluster missile combo is so deadly. You dash in, drop the smoke, drop a missile, take 2 dashes out, and just hit them with whatever weapon you're using. Because I use this for CTF mostly, I'll use the chain gun to since I feel like it's the easiest anti-pilot Titan weapon, but I put the accelerator on there because I'm still fighting against other Titans at the same time and I want to be able to hit them. An accelerator on the chain gun is not a joke. No sir-ree, that thing will melt a Titan, no problem. Getting into the kits, I'll use quick dash charger. Once again, it's CTF. I want to be able to dash as quick as I can. I want to be dash in, dash out for the electric smoke cluster missile combo. And I put survivor on just so I can stay alive a little bit longer, try to get the kill on the guy with the flag and then eject. But, I get bit in the butt a lot getting ripped out of my Titan. But, still having fun. It is what it is. This Titan I'll use more for Last Titan Standing. I really like the 40mm cannon. I don't like to put burst on it. I wonder if I have any attachments right now because I haven't used it that much this gen. Extended mag. Extended mag is the way to go in my opinion. The tactical ability, I'll use particle wall just because when I play Last Titan Standing, usually my friends I like to roll around in Striders like I do, but I'll put on this class to give it more diversity in the team, and you put the particle wall on so you get into a choke point, drop the wall, and just destroy them with the 40mm cannon and just pop shots down range, and it gives cover for yourself, gives cover for your teammates. It's really good, and I love it. The ordnance, I'll use slaved warheads or the multi-target system. I think these are both really good for Last Titan Standing. Rocket salvo is really good as well, but the fact that you can't really aim it in a game like Last Titan Standing, I don't like to use it. If I'm using it in like hardpoint, attrition, that's fine, but I usually go for slaved warheads or multi-target missile systems since they lock on. You're like guaranteed to get your hits, get damage in. It's really, really beautiful. The multi-target missiles, those are really good, but I'll use those when I'm playing more of an aggressive role because I can lock onto multiple guys, throw out missiles, dash around. It's something I'll use more on a Strider. Because the slave warheads, when you put on damage core, those things will not mess around. And since it is Last Titan Standing, I'll put on nuclear ejection with auto eject just to get as many kills as I can, not get ripped out of my Titan, and still help the team in any way that I possibly can. This one I was using just really to get the railgun challenge done for Gen 3, even though I don't believe I'm going to Gen anymore. It's kind of stale since you don't get anything for it. But, so I was just using that. I think the railgun is an alright weapon, but I would rather use arc cannon, triple threat, or chain gun, or the 40mm cannon. So this was just a mess around class. Doesn't really matter. Everyone should have a mess around class. The ogre is for the guardianship. Put on the 40mm cannon so I can hit pilots, hit titans, and the extended mag just to wreck face. In Guardian mode, they don't pop smoke or use particle wall as much, I believe, so Vortex Shield is a must when you're using the Guardianship setup because it'll protect itself, and I believe it fires rocket salvo every now and then, but it doesn't really fire the other ordinances. And then nuclear ejection and auto eject to just get more damage off when it's destroyed. And then this, got this from Flame Sword. You put on the Strider, you put on the triple threat, electric smoke, cluster missile, and you just run in, drop all three of them, run out. It's really effective, really beautiful, and you just gotta love it. And this video is getting way too long, so as always, it's your boy DreWooo. Leave me some constructive criticism down below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.